Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, everybody. Hello, everyone. How are you guys? Are you good? Are you with me now? So I can see like 10 viewers over there, but yeah, I'm okay. Right. Can you hear me, first of all? If you can, please reply there in the chat there, as usual. Please say something there, morning or something, so that I can know that you are here with me. Okay? Yes, thank you, Nicole, Dija, and Atika. Um, a very good morning to you all, Iza, and the rest of you. Okay, so let's welcome you guys to the topic 5, vectors. Okay, so vectors. We got four. We got four subtopic, but here let's begin with the first subtopic, which is 5.1, the vectors in 3 dimensions. Okay, so let's have a look here. We have 4 learning objectives. We have 4 goals here in the first subtopic, 5.1, vectors in 3 dimensions. The first goal is to state the type of vectors. There are so many types of vectors. I will show you later. Okay, and then we have what? The next goal is finding the magnitude of the vector and the unit vector. I'll tell you later also. And then the third one is perform addition, subtraction, scalar multiplications of vectors. Okay? So, and the last one is finding the direction cosines, direction angles, and non-zero vectors. So this is new to you guys, but these 3 goals are the same from your SPM level dahulu. So it's not that hard in the beginning. All right. So before that, let me introduce to you some of these type of vectors in 3 dimension. Okay, so please understand when the word is 3D, it means we have 3 axes. Okay, we do not have like x axis and y axis sahaja, tapi kita mempunyai x axis, y axis, dan juga z axis. So this is called as 3D, 3 dimension. And setiap dimension and setiap axis ini mempunyai vektornya masing-masing, iaitu kita panggil dia sebagai vector I. Okay, vector I vector we call it I vector, and here is J vector, and here is K vector. This IJK is just a direction. Okay, it's just a direction, nothing more. It is just direction showing that it's going here, it's going there, and it's going up here. Okay, and so you can see here, this is XY plane. Sebab apa? Sebab dia berada di paksi X dan paksi Y. And so we call it XY plane. If some vectors is around here, blue color di sini, we call it XZ plane. If the vectors is around here, we will call it YZ plane. I hope you know the terms lah at least buat pertama kalinya ini, okay? So a vector must have a direction. Okay, a vector must have a direction. Okay, so the direction means this arrow or this sign. Dua simbol ni wajib ditulis setiap kali you keluarkan a vector. Okay, so a vector has a direction, so it must got an arrow here untuk nama dia. Okay, OP and an arrow, dan juga ataupun kita tulis dia sebagai P kecil, tetapi dia mesti ada ini, this apa ni kita panggil, this small, I kind of forgot what its name is. If you have any idea the name of the, I'm so sorry, what does it call this? If you have any idea what does it call this thing, please write it down there. Okay, so it's just small letter P, and then make sure you put a symbol, this symbol there. Okay, and so we have 3 A, B, C. This A, B, C is just a value. Sometimes we can write it down as A, B, C like this. or sometimes we can write it down like this. The vector, I mean, the way we write it down, we can have three style of writing it down. Sometimes you can write it like this, or with the IJK inside it. Yeah. So usually dalam calculation kita akan pakai yang ni lah, hanya A, B, C, kita tak letak IJK. But this IJK is very important as well as our final answer. We must show the vectors there lah. Okay. And so we also have the magnitude. We have a magnitude. So magnitude is having a modulus. Okay, modulus means it is just the magnitude of this vector OP. So, or you can write down as the magnitude of small letter p. And then the formula is very easy. It's just the square root of a squared plus b squared plus c squared. That's it. And then the unit vector, this formula must be memorized. Okay, Lang said a wave there. She said this is a wave. Is it a wave? Thank you for the idea. All right. Yeah, thank you. So this one is a unit vector. So unit vector dia mesti ada head. We call it head, p hat or any hat. Sebab dia ada head dekat atas simbol p tersebut lah. So yeah, the formula is the p vector itself. Okay, I always say that this wave is like p vector. Kalau saya kata vector, bermaksud dia mesti ada simbol ni, ada simbol wave ni. Okay, we cannot neglect it. We must whenever kita sebut vector, dia mesti ada wave tu lah. And so p hat, this unit vector memang wajib dihafal ya, dihafal, because p hat is equal to p vector over with its magnitude. And so it's very easy. You just use it. And this one is let me show you what is the meaning of the direction of the vector. So if we make a direction from A to B, it means that we want to calculate from A to B direction. Okay, so A to B direction got a formula. It is just very easy. You start with at the back here, OB minus with OA. It's usually like that. But oops. Oh, Siri, go away.
Oke, saya menemui ini di web untuk sebab lihatnya.
How? Sorry guys. Tiba-tiba keluar Siri. Alright, go back to AB. So AB is a direction of a vector where we want to find the A to B. So in order to find the vector AB, it is just from this formula, OB minus with OA. Okay, alfabet yang di belakang tolakkan dengan alfabet yang di depan. Sebab apa tahu? Sebab dia sebenarnya datang daripada yang tengah-tengah ni. It is just actually from a direction of, I cannot delete this one, but I want to show you that this is actually direction dia sebenarnya begini. Kenapa pada asalnya dia sebenarnya from AO to OB. Ialah baru kita akan nampak the direction is from AO to OB, isn't it? Barulah logik kita dapat AB, betul tak? So it's like going here and then there. Okay, it's actually from AO to OB plus OB lah ceritanya. Tapi kenapa dia jadi begini? It is just disebabkan AO ni sebenarnya adalah negatif OA. Kalau kita nak terbalikkan direction, kalau kita nak terbalikkan, you dah belajar dalam SPM dulu, kalau kita nak terbalikkan AO ini menjadi that direction, it must become negative, got negative sign, it become negative OA. This is facts. This is facts sebab dia opposite direction. This is OA. When we want to change to, this is AO, sorry. This is AO. When we want to change the direction to OA, we must got negative in front it. And so sebab itulah terjadinya formula ini. I hope you guys faham mana datangnya formula ini. You guys understand what I'm saying? Please say something there if you do understand what I'm trying to elaborate tentang direction from A to B. Okay? And so the next one, inilah maksud saya, cara penulisan OP ataupun P vector. It's either AI vector plus BJ vector plus CK vector, or you can write down as ABC downwards, or ABC besides it. Okay. Alright. And then kenapa you guys mesti terpelik kan? Mesti terpelik pula. Mesti agak pelik kenapa dia pakai huruf P. So P is just an example anyway. This is just an example from these notes saying that this is a point from O to P. Okay. Di dalam apa? Di dalam 3D punya axis. 3D 3 dimension punya ada paksi X, paksi Y dan paksi Z. So actually the point P is here, you know. So in order to get the direction of from O to P, perjalanan ni agak panjang sebenarnya. Itulah terhasilnya the vector of OP ataupun P vector is actually from this, daripada A darabkan dengan apa tahu? Darabkan dengan direction of I, and then tambahkan dengan B dengan direction of J, and then tambahkan C dengan direction of K. Sebab tu dah terhasilnya formula ini. Okay, terhasilnya formula ini. So it's perjalanan. OP is actually bukannya daripada O to P terus dapat jawapan. Tidak. Dia sebenarnya daripada axis A, axis X got one value A, axis Y got one value B, axis Z got one value C. So we got directions from that 3 dimension. That's why perjalanan dia agak panjang daripada A to B to C. But dia ada sebab kenapa dia dipanggil sebagai 3D. Because it has 3 dimension, 3 axis, right? Quite logic dah. Alright. So zero vector adalah very zero. Vector bermaksud mesti ada wave di situ, ataupun you can write it down as 0, 0, 0 downwards like that. And then we have parallel vectors. So parallel vectors adalah macam ni lah, sama ada dia adalah kita panggil vectors yang sama direction dia, same direction, or we have an opposite direction, which is one is going up or one is going down. Okay, vectors always have direction, bukan magnitude saja. So basically kalau dia same direction, the lambda is more than 0. The lambda here is positive value. But if the vectors is opposite direction, the lambda is negative value. Macam tadi saya katalah, kalau opposite direction, dia ada negative sign di depannya. Macam tadi saya explain tu. And then here we have a type of vectors which is collinear or perpendicular vectors. Okay, just now we get parallel vectors. So there are a lot of vectors, you know, the name of the vectors. So this is the type of vectors lah. We have collinear, which is like if we have point A, B, then C, everything here is collinear. And so we know that they are actually parallel. AB is parallel to BC. So we got here lambda in front as a constant, while AB here is equals to AC here. This is also called parallel lah. Macam ada dua cara penulisan untuk collinear. While perpendicular vector pula, make sure you guys jadikan dia 90 darjah daripada vektor A hinggalah vektor B. And so daripada sini kita akan perasan kita boleh dapat A cross B. This you will learn more in 5.3 lah, vector products. This one is not yet lah. Just cukup sekadar tahu bahawa ini adalah perpendicular vectors 90 degree. And that's it. So those are the type of vectors that at least you got to know its name lah. Alright. And so let's begin with the example, the first one. Okay, find the magnitude of the following vectors. V vectors. So kadang-kadang soalan dia akan boldkan V tersebut. Kadang-kadang dia boldkan ataupun kadang-kadang dia tulis the wave there. Okay. So V vectors. So kita dalam penulisan exam tak boleh nak bold, betul tak? Jadi kita memang wajib letak simbol wave di bawah ni. Alright. So make sure every time you finding the vectors, you must write it down V factor lah. Okay. So, okay, cara dalam penulisan menyelesaikan vector, I really love using this bracket. Bracket yang ke bawah memanjang ni. So, kita ada 8, kita ada negative 3, and we have 6. Okay, and so instead of writing down as I, J, and K, I love to write it down as 8, negative 3, dan 6 ke bawah. Some students suka tulis begini. Pun boleh juga, tak ada masalah kalau you suka tulis vector begitu. It doesn't matter. Okay, you can go on. So the question is only asking for the vectors, you know. It's only asking for magnitude. So our job is to use this formula. Magnitude bermaksud the modulus of V vector. Forgot to put it down here. The curly there. Curly block, the wave there. Okay, so the formula is very easy. It is just the square root of 8 squared plus negative 3 squared plus with 6 squared. And then you use calculator and you will get the answer of square root 109. So that is the magnitude of V. Sebenarnya saya tak boleh sebut ni sebagai modulus V, tidak. Cara sebutannya adalah magnitude of the V vector. This is the correct way of saying it. It's not modulus, it is just actually, what do we call this? Magnitude. Again, magnitude of the V vectors, okay? Now, next one, let's go to the next one, OB. So OB is just a vector where you can write it down as negative 4, 2, and negative half. Okay, you write it down like that. And then I want to find my magnitude of OB vector. And so formula dia begini, square root yang warna orange ni. So we just have to insert this negative 4. 2 and negative 1/2 inside of this formula of the magnitude. Okay, and then we will get 9/2. Please have a check for your own self juga, okay? Calculate by yourself and then double check my answers just in case it's a bit wrong. Okay, example 2 we have here. Find the unit vector of U vector, negative 2i vector plus 4j vector plus 2k vector. Hence, find the vector such as W vector is equals to 3 unit vector U. Okay, this one is a bit longer sebab dia suruh kita cari U hat. This one, U hat. So actually our first step is supposed to be finding the unit vector of the U. Okay, that's why my first step is finding my U hat. Sebab senang lah, nanti terus darabkan dengan 3 later on. So my first step is just to finding the U hat, which I need this U factor. So sometimes you can just use this 2, negative 2, 4 and 2, you write it down there. But some students suka juga tulis bentuk ini, 2i. Let me write down for you. Negative 2i plus 4j plus 2k. Yeah, some students suka juga tulis ijk. It doesn't matter. Asalkan dia vector, betul tak? So it doesn't matter. So bawah ni jangan lupa cari the magnitude of this u, which is negative 2 squared plus 4 squared plus 2 squared, isn't it? And you will get negative 2i 4j plus 2k over with, this one you got to use calculator. You will get square root of 2 square root 6. 2 square root 6. You must use your calculator. And from there, you will see that, oh, this one is 2, 4, and 2. We can divide it with 2 down there. And so we will get negative I plus 2j plus k over with square root 6. Am I right? So you do it with me in the notes that I've given to you all, okay? So there we go. That is our u hat vector. Ini adalah u hat kita, tapi kita tak habis lagi sebab kita diminta untuk mencari apa ni? 3 times the unit vector. Thus, so I write down here thus, hence the w vector is equals to 3 times our unit vector, and so our w is equals to 3 times with negative I plus 2j plus k over with square root 6. And so we can stop there. Or some of you might want to expand it inside. Ataupun kita boleh tulis jawapan kita dalam bentuk. Saya bagi dua jawapan ya. Ataupun kita boleh tulis jawapan kita dalam bentuk w vector is equals to negative 3i plus with 6j plus with 3k over with square root 6. Yeah, actually both are acceptable anyway. Dua-dua bentuk jawapan ini tidak ada masalah pun. You can write both. Both answers are the same anyway, whether you bring it out or not. Okay, so we are done here, the first two examples. Let's go to the third example. We have here, if A vector is 3i plus 3i minus j plus 1 over 2k, B is equals to negative I minus 4j plus 5k, and C equals to 2 over 3i minus 2j minus 1 over 2k, and then find these things. Question A and B, I'll do it. Question C, you will do it by yourself, okay? So 3a plus 3a plus 1 over 3b minus C, all you got to do is just bring in the vectors A, B, and the vector C. So I forgot to write down this wave here. Make sure you tulis this wave, yeah? It is a must to write down the vector as this wave. Okay, right, so insert your vector A. So this is your vector A. So I really love to write it down on my vector A as 3, negative 1, 1 over 2. So I write it down here, 3, negative 1, and 1 over 2. How about my B? My B vector is negative 1, 4. No, sorry, negative 4 and then 5. Yep. And then my C vector is just 2 over 3, negative 2, and then negative half. So be careful with the plus or minus sign here, right? And so I have times in my 1 over 2 inside, my 1 over 3 inside of this vector. I times it in so that I'll get a single vector there. It's easier. Same goes to this 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. 3 times half is 3 over 2. So I just make it as one unit. One vector. It's easier to calculate it. And then I just do the operation of plus and minus, macam biasa. And we will get 8, negative 7 over 3. Please calculate it yourself, all right? And then 11 over 3. And then we cannot leave our answers like that. We must write it down in IJK form. Okay, sebenarnya setiap jawapan vektor kita adalah paling appropriate untuk dituliskan balik dalam bentuk I, dalam bentuk J dan dalam bentuk K. Okay, we must write it down back in IJK vectors because that is the most appropriate of writing vectors. Okay. Kenapa saya buat dalam bentuk bracket? It is just because to make it easier to calculate without writing down the IJK all the time. That's the only reason, okay? Okay, yang ini pula soalan yang kedua ni, B. We have a magnitude, this is not modulus. This is not modulus to positifkan nilai di dalam apa-apa di dalam kononnya lah, di dalam inilah. Tetapi tidak, this is not our purpose. Our purpose is to find its magnitude after what? After we got its vector dahulu. We got to find its vector. This vector needs some operation minus there. So first is just to find its vector dulu. A tolak 1/3 B vector. Okay. So A kita adalah tadi 3, -1, dan half, is it? Or negative half? Oh, half sahaja. And then our B vector is -1, -4, and 5, isn't it? Yep, and so you solved it and you will get 10/3. You will get 1/3 and also -7/6. And since this is not the vector yang dia minta, dia tak minta vector, so kita tak payah jadikan dia IJK, no need. Dia minta the magnitude. It's only asking its magnitude. Its magnitude only, So its magnitude only, we do it at the second step here, which is use the formula, sub in the 10/3. It will become square root of 10/3 squared plus with 1/3 squared plus with -7/6 squared. And then we solved it, we will get square root of 453/6. Please calculate this by yourself. Try to double check my answers, all right? So that's it. That is done there. All you got to do is find this C by yourself, all right? And compare your answer with your friends. Next one, we have here, given points A, 2, -3, 7, and B vector. This is not vector, this is a point. See, kalau kamu tengok dia bukannya bold kan? So this is just a point. Point A and point B, express the position vectors of the point. Okay, express the position vectors of the point in the term of unit vectors I, J, and K. So dekat sini dia memang minta dalam penulisan I, J, dan K. So the way we express our vector of, we have a point A, but every point got its own vector. Let me show you how. Every point, we have point A there. Tapi every vector sebenarnya dia datang daripada kosong. Sebab itulah setiap kali kita cari vector yang huruf besar A ni, kita akan tulis dalam bentuk OA. Because every point has a vector and it's coming from the origin O. That's why terwujudnya lah vector tersebut sebab dia ada direction ke arah daripada O to A. Dia mempunyai direction ini. That's why we call it vector OA. Pada asal dia hanyalah point saja. Okay, so we cannot write it like this, 2, 3, -7, 2, -3, 7. We gotta express it in IJK. So we gotta write it down back as 2I minus 3J plus 7K. So we gotta write it down as that. Same goes to point B, from the direction from origin to point B. So the vectors is from O to B O to B. Okay, so this is just negative 2I plus 4J plus 3K. That's it. So kita dah pun menjawab soalan A. Maka soalan B pula, find the vector of AB. Find the vector of AB. And then find its magnitude, AB. So the vector of AB is very easy. It is just a formula that you got to memorize this thing. Okay, you must memorize this one. Okay. AB vector, it is just, you hafal daripada belakang je lah. The direction of OB minus OA. Okay. And so we will got here what? Negative 4. We got here 7. We got here negative 4. Is it? Yep. And please write it down back as negative 4I plus 7J minus 4K. Write it back there in terms of IJK. Sebab dia minta vector tau. So gotta put it back as IJK. And then the magnitude here. The magnitude here, sub in the negative 4 squared there. And then 7 there, and then negative 4 inside of this formula. You will get a 9. Okay, its magnitude of this direction AB, it is just 9 unit, sort of like that. Okay, and then question yang terakhir pula, dia minta hence find a vector H. So it requests from us a new vector H that has 4 unit longer, 4 unit long, 4 unit long, you know, 4 unit long in the direction of AB. So basically dia nak kata, dia nak 4 unit tu in the direction of AB, bermaksud H vector bersamaan dengan 4 darab the direction of AB. This is the meaning of it. Kalau dia kata 4 unit, a new vector H, you know, a new vector H has a 4 unit long. 4 unit long is an extra info to you guys lah. Sebab tu kena darabkan dengan AB direction. Sebab dia kata memang in the direction of AB. So basically this is it. It is just that you gotta understand, kalau dia kata unit, you gotta highlight this word lah. Kalau dia kata unit ni, 4 units long kan, dia bagi 4 unit long dekat situ. Let me highlight this so that you can know. 4 unit long, it means that they want not only the direction of AB, no, not just that, but they ask you to get, to use the 4 unit there, times with the unit vector meaning the hat, not the only vector. Sebab apa tahu? Sebab as you faham, unit vector ni paling senang nak hafal adalah unit vector. So unit vector got some vectors and its magnitude in the formula, betul tak? So itu yang dia minta. Dia bukan takat minta vector semata-mata, dia minta unit vector. It means we gotta use this formula. We call this formula adalah unit vector. Okay, so kalau dia kata dia nak a new vector H here, and then this new vector H got 4 units long in the direction of AB, it means it requests from you the hat, not only the direction IJK, tidak. Dia mahukan apa tu orang kata, dia mahukan the direction of, dia mahukan the hat lah. But why do I put this modulus? This modulus is not necessary. Okay guys, so sorry, this one padamkan. Tak ada ni. think there is none modulus. Kenapa saya letak modulus di situ? No, this is nothing here. Why do I write down? Maybe I just want to write down a bracket code. I just want to say that this is a bracket, I think. I'm so sorry, I cannot delete this thing, but I can show you that this is actually a times. That's it, no more. There is no modulus there. What I'm trying to say is we just need to times with its unit vector, okay? Times with its unit vector. Write it down. 4 times its unit vector. 4 times unit vector of AB. Itu je. Tak ada langsung modulus pada soalan ni, okay? Careful that. Yeah, and then we calculate it 4 times it with, dekat sini barulah kita letakkan negative 4i plus 7j minus 4k, and then we divide it with its magnitude, 9, and therefore the answer is just, the answer is very easy. It is just negative 69 plus 28j minus 16k. Everything here is divided with 9. That's it. That is the answer. Okay, so it is this question is quite famous in exam PSPM. A H vector is a new vector. Okay, write down here new vector. When they say that this new vector has a 4 unit long in the direction of AB, it is just meaning it wants you to use this 4 unit times it with whatever vector is given to you, but it must times with its unit vector. Maksudnya unit vector adalah the hat. Okay, any hat. Okay, its unit vector mesti didarabkan dengan unit vector. Kalau nak cara senang, nampak je 4 unit, it means that you gotta times it with its unit vector. Bukan hanya direction of I, J and K. No, it's the hat here. Hat. AB hat. Okay, the hat there is very important. Kalau tak, kita memang tak akan pakai formula ini. So be careful. This question is very hot lah in PSPM. It's always asking from you guys there. Okay, yang seterusnya. Find the direction of cosine. Sorry, not of. This is a name. This is a name. The direction cosine is a name. The direction angles is a name. Okay, so let me introduce you by using the question A. Question A is A vector bersamaan dengan I, 1I tolak 2J tambah 3K direction. So my OA or A vector, sometimes I love to write down as OA. Basically, both of these are the same thing anyway. Same thing. Ya. You jangan terkejut kalau cara penulisan agak berlainan. This is A vector, this is OA vector. It's the same. It's literally the same thing. Okay. Kalau you tak percaya, it is just basically from this to this. This is OA direction. Sometimes I write down the vector as A curly, A wave there. Alright, and then I keluarkan nombor-nombornya 1, -2 and 3. Okay, and the first step is to find its magnitude. So magnitude memang sangat penting dalam mencari direction cosine dan direction angles. Okay, kejap lagi saya tunjukkan formula dia. Tapi sebelum tu, step yang pertama, find its magnitude. Step yang pertama adalah cari magnitude dia. Okay, so it's square root of 1 squared plus -2 squared plus 3 squared. It's gonna give you square root of 14. So that is your answer, square root of 14. Okay, so now step yang kedua adalah kita nak cari direction cosine. So direction cosine mempunyai formula. So these are the direction of cosine. If you look at my notes, direction cosine is just cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma. So cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma is just the direction cosine that they want from you guys. Okay, and so that's why I told you guys the magnitude tu sangat penting lah. Sebab itulah step yang pertama kita cari magnitude dahulu. And so we got its magnitude is square root of 14. And then to find the direction cosine, we have this formula. Cos alpha bersamaan dengan A, point A tau, bukan A vector. Kalau ada vector kita akan tulis wave di bawah. Tapi ini adalah point A. Point A bermaksud A bernilai 1, B bernilai negatif 2, C bernilai 3. So kita hanya ambil satu nilai sahaja daripada vektor ini. So 1 bahagikan dengan square root of 14. Tada! This is the answer of cos alpha. Manakala cos beta. Cos beta adalah nilai B saja. Nilai B adalah negatif 2. Negatif 2 bahagikan dengan square root 14. Tada! This is the answer of the cos beta. So inilah direction cosine. Direction cosine yang paling senang sekali dapat jawapan. Hanya perlu cari magnitude sahaja. So magnitude dia memang akan sama. Sebab apa? We are using the same point OA. Tak ada point yang lain selain point OA. I mean bukan point, direction of OA ataupun A vector. It's only one direction there. Okay. And then kita nak cari cos alpha. Cos alpha pula adalah cos gamma. So gamma perlukan point C. So point C kita adalah 3. So 3 bahagikan dengan square root 14. Tada! Finish. So please make sure that you understand its magnitude is always the same because it using only the same thing, the same vector. So these are just the cosine alpha, cosine beta, and cosine gamma, cos gamma. Okay, that's it, very easy. How about direction angles? So direction angles is easier, lagi senang sebab dia mesti cari cosine dulu. After dah cari cosine alpha, you can just make alpha as a subject. You will get shift cos times it with 1 over square root of 14. Very easy. So basically, you just jadikan alpha sebagai subject, jadikan beta sebagai subjek, dan jadikan gamma sebagai subjek. Basically itu je sebenarnya. Jadikan gamma sebagai subjek, beta sebagai subjek, alpha sebagai subjek. You calculate it in degree mode. Everything is here in degree mode sebab tak ada pi. So there is no pi radian here, nothing, no radian. So this is just degree mode. So you calculate it and you will get here 74.5 degree. You will get here 122.3 degree. And here is 36.9 degree. So you try it yourself whether you got the same as mine or not. Okay, so we're done here. Direction angles and direction cosines. So here I want you to do it by yourself, DIY. Okay, untuk point B pula, point B. Or you can write it down as the direction of O to B, OB direction, ataupun kita tulis dia sebagai B, small letter B with vectors wave there. So you step 1 as usual, find its magnitude. I got square root of 29. See what you got by yourself. And this is my direction cosine, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Just leave it like that. This is 3 marks, just like that answers. Tak ada yang terlalu susah pun. Okay, just this is the only answers that we want. And then the next one is just jadikan alpha sebagai subject, jadikan beta sebagai subject, jadikan gamma sebagai subject, and you will get this point, this degree, which is 111.8, 123.9 degree, 42 degree. So yeah, try it yourself, DIY. And the last one, almost the second last one is this one. Next question, example B, find a unit vector that has the same direction as W vector is equals to QR vector if Q blah 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 and 7 and R point dia bagi Q point and R point, then find the direction angles of vector W. So basically kita kena step 1 kita sebenarnya cari QR dululah sebab W tu nanti kita fikir. So step 1 is tak ada yang lain melainkan cari W vector dulu. So we have QR. So QR is very easy. OR minus with OQ. You use the point there. Okay, this is just Q. This is just R. We want to find QR. Okay, apapun kita mesti akan ada origin. Kalau nak saya terangkan lagi sekali bentuk formula dia. So basically inilah dia setiap kali kita lukis vektor. Okay, setiap kali kita lukis vektor dia mesti ada O, origin there. Okay, dia tak boleh berdiri dengan sendirinya sebab Q hanyalah point, R hanyalah point. So that is why this formula is wujud lah. Okay, it means that OR minus with OQ. Okay. Tak apa, tadi saya sudah pun explain. I hope you understand it already. Okay, so we got here 9, -8, -3. And then we got to find its magnitude. Kenapa kita kena cari magnitude dia? Sebab dia minta direction cosine. See, it asks from us the direction angles. Direction angles. So direction angles mesti ada direction cosine dulu. So we got no choice. We got to find its magnitude. We got square root of 154. And so we are not yet finished. Kita mesti dapatkan unit vector dulu. Sebab dia kata dia nakkan the vector of W. Okay, so the vector of W is actually QR. I think dia kurang ni ha. Find the unit vector that has the same direction as W. So unit vector bermaksud dia nak cari QR hat. QR hat. That's why I am trying to find here QR hat. So basically this is actually QR hat. So our QR hat, kita kena cari unit vector ya, jangan tertinggal ni. Sebab student saya dulu kebanyakannya tertinggal unit vector ni. So unit vector ni lah yang kita selalu tertinggal sebenarnya kita kena cari its hat. Alright, so basically careful there. Kita tak berhenti takat direction saja. Kita memang kena cari unit vector sebab dia yang minta unit vector. And so this is my unit vector of W. And so this is my direction angle. Okay, my direction angle is alpha, beta, gamma bersamaan dengan shift cos. Shift cos ya, everything is shift cos sahaja. Okay, everything is shift cos and you know that this is value of A. So 9 is value of A, B is value of -8, C is value of -3. So satu nilai sahaja, A, B dan C. Bawah ni magnitude masing-masing dan teruslah dapat jawapan anglesnya. That's it. And the last one is from me. This one is a bit challenging. Soalan dia agak panjang sedikit dan tidaklah terlalu direct. So we have here example C, a vector V is inclined. The incline at 60 degree to the y-axis. So to the y-axis, kita sebenarnya tahu sesuatu maklumat lah. Okay, ini adalah maklumat yang pertama, first info. Incline at the y-axis. So you bayangkan incline at the y-axis. Dia incline. This is the point. We incline at the y-axis. It should be what? It should be beta. Y is beta. So beta here I put 60 degree. And then next point. At 60 degree, it is inclined to the z-axis. So z-axis is above here. So our gamma is 60 degree as well. So I put here 60 degree. And dia kata find its inclination to the x-axis. So we do not know alpha punya degree. Kita tak tahu berapa degree dia. We do not know and we are going to find it. So if the magnitude of the V is 8 unit, so dia bagi satu lagi info, the magnitude of V is 8 unit, find its vector V pula. Wow, so many questions here. So basically, we gotta use this thing. This is new to you guys. Benda ni adalah formula. Formula. I put here in the remarks there. Okay, this is a formula that we must hafal lah. Sometimes we will forget it, but benda formula ni sangat berguna. Sangat berguna bila tahu? Bila kita hanya ada 2 degree sahaja. Macam dalam soalan ni, we got only 2 degree, we do not know what is our alpha. And so we can put our alpha as we do not know it, unknown, but we do know this cos B and cos B and cos gamma. Okay guys, sorry saya tersilap tulis lah kat sini. This is actually cos beta bersamaan dengan 60. This sepatutnya adalah cos gamma bersamaan dengan 60. Bukan beta tu yang bernilai apa tu? Bukan beta. What am I saying? No. Okay, lupakan apa saya cakap. So sorry guys. Ya betul lah. Beta tu lah angle. Gamma tu juga adalah angle. Apa saya merapu ni? Okay, we do not know the alpha, but we do get 60 degree for both of these beta and gamma. So we just gotta sub in this beta and gamma info yang kita ada. Cos ni masih kekal ya. Cos ni masih di dalam. Sorry guys. I thought macam pelik bila saya cakap tadi. So it's the same thing. Cos masih di situ ya. Cos tidak berubah because of the formula. Cos squared alpha plus cos squared beta plus cos squared gamma is equals to 1. This is the formula. Very useful when it's one to find its inclination. I mean the angle, inclination angle lah yang dia nak cari tu. So one of these is unknown, and so by using the knowledge from last semester, chapter 7, trigonometric function, we know that cos 60 is actually 1/2. You tekan calculator pun you akan dapat 1/2. So you sub it in 1/2, and then jangan lupa square di luar ini sebab formula kita ada square. And so we solved it, we will get this. And then we got 2 types of answers. 2 types of answers here. One is positive, one is negative. And so we got 2 type of alpha, which is one is 45 degree, another one is 135 degree. Okay. So basically, dia kata cari the inclination of the to the x-axis. Find its inclination to the x-axis. So we have found it. And so we're done there. Tapi kita tak habis lagi sebabnya dia minta if the magnitude of V is 8 unit, find the vector V. Sekarang ni dia bagi Dia bagi find if the magnitude of the V. The magnitude of the V is 6 unit. Okay, 8 unit. Find the vector V. Find the vector V. This is what we do not know, right? Yang ni yang kita tak tahu. Yang ni yang kita tak tahu, tapi kita tahu satu benda lah. Kita tahu satu benda. Kita tahu yang ini. The magnitude of the V is 8 unit. We do know this. But we do not know our vector V. But we also know cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma. We got these things. And so basically, we make them equal. And next step is to insert this cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, and then find the V vector. Okay, so in this case, the unit vector is actually 1. Kalau you perasan betul-betul lah kan. Kalau saya tulis begini, it means that this formula is originally is equals to 1, betul tak? It means that our unit vector is equals to 1. Unit vector bernilai 1 unit. And therefore kita boleh comparekan dia dengan formula ini. Sebab 1 unit vector bernilai 1 unit. Okay, betul. So basically, you masukkan sahaja cos alpha, cos beta. So cos alpha dekat sini, saya masukkan kedua-dua nilainya. So tak salah pun masukkan saja kedua-dua nilai sebab memang kita ada dua jawapan of alpha. And then cos beta, cos gamma, sub it in. And then what did I do here? I jadikan V sebagai subject. I will get cross multiply 8 didarabkan dengan everything vector here. And then I darab masuk 8 ke dalam. And then I got V vectors bersamaan dengan plus or minus 4 square root 2 I vector plus 4j vector plus 4k vector. That's it. That is my answer. Alright, so that is the direction of cosine and the direction of angles. It's not that hard. It's a bit hard whenever they ask you about the inclination and it asks you one of the inclination angles like this alpha. Dia tak bagi tahu dan kita kena cari sendiri. Kita hanya perlu pakai this cos squared alpha plus cos squared beta plus cos squared gamma equals to 1. That's it. This is a bit challenging there. And here is also a bit challenging there. It's okay. Try in the tutorial questions. That's it. I'll stop now. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum. You can go to your next class now. Thank you.